Well, good morning. It is Business Talk over coffee, and it's on a Saturday morning, and I couldn't think of a better day to start this Saturday morning. We are so happy to be here today. We are Lisette and Anders from Spain, and we are here with Toa from Sweden. How are you, Toa?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's Saturday. It's family day, and we're looking forward to have a great day with my godson. And he's gonna come and visit, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm happy to be here because yesterday we used to have our talk on Friday, and we didn't have that yesterday. For me, it was like something were missing. I haven't done. There was something I haven't done today, and that was, having this talk with you guys. So I'm grateful to be able to do that today. But there's a reason for it, right? Why we're doing it today, because we do have a special guest.
Exactly. We are so happy that we have Heather with us from Australia. So, yes, and we're going to talk a little bit about, of course, Heather and her journey, and also about how everybody can do this business, but maybe it's not a fit for everybody, right? I
Yes.
think, yes. So let's bring up Heather and introduce her.
Okay. Hi, Heather. Warmest welcome to our business chat and coffee. We are so grateful that you are here, and we are so excited for you to share your journey. So, for all of us who, all the followers who maybe don't know you yet, would you like to just do a short introduction about yourself?
Thanks, Tara. Yeah, I'm Heather. I'm from Australia on the East Coast, and I've been in this business for a while now, but I spent quite a few years looking for something, an online business that would help me, a little bit of extra income and something legitimate that I could work with and understand and, make me feel comfortable. And I tried a lot of different businesses, but they didn't really work for me. But this one sort of jumped out and it made me feel really comfortable. But I've been working in retail for quite a long time now, and prior to that I was hairdressing, and got 2 children, but they're both married, and I've got little grandchildren. And so, yeah, I just wanted something more that, if when I retire, I've still got something that I can do that makes it worthwhile getting up of a day.
Thank you so much for sharing that. We have been speaking with each other like almost every week, right? Because we are working in the same team. And I didn't know that you were hairdressing. I was a hairdresser too. See, we learn so much from each other every day. But thank you for being here, and thank you for that. Let also, when you started your business, it was like in early this year, right? And how was it for you, joining an online business like this? And how was the training and the support and everything? Would you like to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. Initially, I wasn't real sure because I'd been burnt a couple of times not long before that by not very nice people, and so I was a little bit skeptical. But you and Anna were really, really great, and it was nice to be able to speak to actual people and have visual phone calls and things like that, so that we could see I was on the right path, and it just boosted my confidence enough. And when I got into the training, it was so easy. I'm not very tech savvy. I'm getting on so much better, but it was so good because it was step by step, and I could do it at my own pace. And because I'm working full time, I found it that I could just do it on my days off, really, because I was too exhausted at night to get into things. So I spent a lot of time on my days off doing it and just working through step by step, and found it really good. And it was great because a lot of it's video based, so you could go back and replay it and and then get yourself all set up and follow step by step. You could pause it and get your bit done and then start it again and do a little bit more. And I found it really, really good. And I think for someone who's not that tech savvy or doesn't know that much about, it's really, really step by step. And I found it really quite easy.
That's great.
So
I can totally agree. I thought, like you said, I'm not tech savvy at all either. But
she's not.
No, no, but it is like you said, watch, pause, do. It's very, very handy with the video-based training, and
I found it so good. And I found that if I did get a little bit stuck, instead of going through weird messaging portals like I had done in previous online attempts, this was just straight through Messenger on Facebook, and I could get hold of my coach or my mentor, and we could clear things up and reassure me of any questions, and then back into the training. And it was really good, and it wasn't long before I had things up and running, and everything's ticking along.
I love that. It's when you talk about so our business is very simple. You can follow it step by step. You don't need to be tech savvy at all. We have witnessed Heather and Lisette are not very tech savvy, but they're still being able to do the business. So we used to say the business is very simple because it's everything there on. I was about to say on paper, but it's not on paper. It's online, but everything is black and white, right? You follow this step and do this and do that and do that, and you get support and everything from your mentor and your coach. But still, it's not a good fit for everyone. So I'm wondering what's make the people who can do the business different from people who cannot do the business. Any thoughts about that?
Yes.
But before we do that, let's say hello to Amy. Amy, hi, Amy.
Hi.
Thank you for watching.
Happy Saturday.
Us. You're amazing. Thank you.
Yes.
Back to that.
Yes. No, I would say, to do the business, like you said, it's very easy to follow and do everything. But if you are not willing to learn, and if you're not willing to take that step and actually be coachable, then it's going to be really, really tricky. Because I think you need to show up, and you need to put in the work, even though a lot of it is easy. We still have to do it. We still have to show up. It's a business. It's not something that just gonna do it all by itself. We have to open the store, or so people who are not willing to do that, I would say they're gonna have a really tough time starting a business.
I can share from my own experiences as well, because prior to this business, I used to have another online business. I learned from that business a lot, how to do ads online, how to work with Facebook and everything. But when I started this business, I was like, okay, I need to relearn. I need to forget what I know from before and ready to relearn. So even if we were doing Facebook training, even if I know the next step, I still do the training because I'm afraid I'm going to miss some step, because, Facebook changed all the time. What I have learned 2 years ago, maybe it's not the same as today. People need to be ready to relearn as well, even if you have experiences before. That is something that I can see a lot from people I work with, that they are not ready to relearn because they're skipping step, and then suddenly they feel stuck. And I need to have a pixel here. What do I do? Yeah, but that step was before, So if you're not willing to follow the training and coachable, like Lisette say, it's so important, because when you feel stuck and you feel like, okay, there's not something missing here, and you don't know what to do, you need to go back to the training. If you're doing like back and forth like that, that can be very difficult for you to move on, right? So the the people who are not coachable or willing to learn or relearn new things, then it's going to be hard for them to do the business, because you need kind of forget, okay, the business I did before didn't work for me. There's a reason for it. So I need to relearn. I need to learn something new, right? So you need to have that kind of mindset as well. And I think a lot of people also don't have the business mindset, because they think, okay, I want to have something online where I don't need to invest money. I don't need to invest time. I just gonna push a button and that's gonna generate money for you. That doesn't work. If you find some ads like that, please get away from it, because it's only scam. You need to work for it. Our system is simple, but you need to work for it, right? And you need to have this mindset that what you're building now will generate later on. It's nothing like, okay, I set up my business now and tomorrow the money is going to come. That doesn't happen to any of us, for sure, right? But we have seen, being in business 3 years, I have seen my income increasing and increasing all the time. And that is something that, just imagine if I quit in my first year of the business, when I didn't see this consistent, income coming in, right? So you need to have this kind of mindset that you are here to learn and being here for life, because you want to build something for your future. So, what's your thought about it, Heather?
Yeah, I totally agree. And I've found this year it's not been easy, but then there's been so much fun and, getting creative and learning so much and meeting all you guys and the others. It's just, it's been really, really great. And I've so enjoyed it that, when I start to get a little bit down, you guys bounce me back up and I think, yes, I can do this. I won't quit. I'm good at this. and it does really help. And I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Really
And you just say something that's so important. You need to, enjoy the process as well. You need to enjoy it, right? When you enjoy it, everything will be easier. Your mindset is much, getting to new challenges or obstacle, it's easy. You're like, okay, I'm facing this. How can I solve this? Instead of, oh, why does it happen to me? Always happen to me. That kind of mindset that doesn't really take you anywhere. As your coach, Heather, I have been witnessing how you have blooming just the latest couple of months. We've been chatting a lot, talking a lot, and I would love for you to just, if you want to, just share a little bit about, the challenges that you have been facing and how you have overcome that.
It's probably finding the time, because I do work full time and I do want to keep just everything happening, like how Facebook requires you to do the posts and all this sort of thing. But my biggest challenge is showing my face out there. And look, today, here I am.
Yeah.
That's
a big thing, I'm so happy.
That's been my biggest challenge, and getting creative like that. I'm a big Canva fan as far as doing ads and things, but that's, I'm slowly weaning off that. I love my gardens. Things are looking good there. Now we're coming into spring over here. And so that's looking good. And the little grandchildren are coming down, and tried to use the pool the other day and hopped in for about 10 minutes, hopped out and said, it's way too cold, and ran home again. But yeah, it's coming into spring and summer now, so it's really nice. But as far as the challenges go, sort of finding the time. But also I found some of the biggest challenges was trying to get, when I was doing Facebook ads, trying to get the right demographics and that sort of thing, and testing them. There's a lot of testing, and I just found that a little bit difficult, and I get a bit down on that sometimes when the results weren't happening. But then sometimes you'd hit a lucky streak, and it was like, wow, look at this, we've got all this going on now. and that was and that's always fun. But yeah, yeah, sometimes not so much anymore though. It was more initially, and occasionally, I'll be honest, occasionally I had the thought is, why did I get myself into this? and then I think, no, I know why I did. It's I'm getting closer to retirement than not, and I want to have an interest. I don't want my brain to go to jelly, but I also want to create an income that I can hand down, and be able to afford to spoil my grandchildren and things like that when I'm not working full time anymore. I've still got a business that generating income so that we can still have fun, we can still travel, we can still do all those things, and have more time. But yeah,
you were like talking about something that is so important to have right now. Is you need to have a big why, and you do have a big why. We all need to know why we're doing what we're doing. What's our goal? What do we want to achieve? Sometimes it's not just the money. You want to spoil your children, your grandchildren. You want to be able to spend time with them. You want to have like a stress-free kind of retirement, right? And that is something that we need to have on our mind every time we are facing some challenges and obstacle, because that's gonna be the force that's gonna help you to stand up and do it again. And as you say, our business, when doing ads and everything, is about testing. If you wouldn't have the mindset of a business, then after the first test, you were like, okay, this is not for me, I'm throwing the towels. But you are not, Heather, that is something that you are dumb. I don't think you realize that how strong your mindset is right now, because you are, like you say, you don't like to show your face, but you're doing it slowly, step by step. We are not, recommending people to do something that they're not totally, comfortable with. But if you do it step by step instead, doing a little bit at a time, and eventually you will get there. That's the most important thing. You will get there. But if you stop, you will not get there. Right. So I'm so proud of you for, taking the small step, and we're finding small steps all the time, every time we speak, right? For you to recognize that you are, worthy of everything, all the success in the world. You just need to know that. And when you know that and you have a strong why, that's going to get you far, far, far. No?
Because Anders was like very camera shy in the beginning as well.
Yeah, really, right?
He was.
And later on one
What?
of the reels, you were dancing too, right?
Yeah.
He was actually.
So yeah, I've been there, being camera shy, and now I'm here.
You've done well.
Yeah. So
There's
I
hope
totally
for me.
understand you, and that you grow day by day, and yeah.
But I love that we've got such a supportive team. That's really helping me, and it's really great to have you guys.
It's so great.
Yeah, that's important.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as I said before, have the right mindset, because it is a business, and there ain't a straight line to success. So we have our ups and downs, and so it's important to have the right mindset.
I've had businesses
Don't give up.
Yeah, you don't give up. You don't give up. You invest in it, and you make it work. Yeah.
And I think the reason of the people who don't understand why we encouraging people to show their face is just, there's a lots of things online. Like Heather say, she didn't have this kind of support on her previous business. There was not like meeting people face to face like this. So we encourage people to eventually show themselves. It's just, we want to show people that we are real people doing the business. We're not, hiding behind anything. We are real moms, real grandma, real couple, all of that, right? So because I think, people want to get in touch with people, right? Even if it's online. And that's why we're encouraging, show who you are, share who you are, be transparent, and, be authentic. Don't, show something that you're not, right? And I think a lot of people will be more inspired if you show that you're on a journey and you're learning things. They will be more related to you than if you just show all your cash all the time. People will not know, that's not me. I would not be able to do that. But if you're showing, this is what I'm learning, this is where I'm right now, I'm exciting about that, and that can be more inspiring for other people.
I think so too. I think it's really good that we show that we are far from perfect. It doesn't matter if it's
Did you just say that, Lisette? Because normally I'm like, not me.
no, but it's like we can all do it anyway, and I think that's what people want to see. Because if we had everything down perfectly, if we had the perfect script, and we know exactly how to present ourselves all the time, and we always looked like we were dolled up, it's going to be a lot of people going, I couldn't do that, but so I think it's very important, like you said, show ourselves the way we are, and yeah, it's not always that pretty, but but it's really
right. It's not always pretty. That's how,
exactly.
it's more important what we learn from it when we face challenges. What have we learned? How can we grow from it instead of just staying there and feeling stuck? Or, it doesn't really matter, right?
And the setback might not be a setback. It might be a setup for something better.
I love that.
Yeah, me too. I think it's so good to try to remember that when something happens, maybe it's not a setback, maybe it's a setup for something better.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah.
Before we wrap up, let's say hello to a few more people joining us today. Leonardo, good morning. Happy Saturday.
Good morning, Leo.
Company this morning having my coffee. Oh, that's lovely. And I almost forgot. The weather is fantastic here.
Of course.
Oh, lucky you.
Oh, we're happy for you.
Yes, really.
And
really happy.
hi, Gia. Thank you for watching as well. Yes, she's totally agree with us.
Once again. Yes.
Well, this has been a fantastic morning
Yes.
on a beautiful Saturday like this. And I'm so grateful that I'm on this journey with all of you, because it has been, so much fun, and we're learning so much from each other. We are sharing the same challenges and everything. What's going on?
No.
Oh,
Don't know. The noises.
I think we should stop. Have a great Saturday.
Have a great weekend.
Okay.
This is show that we're not perfect. Okay, thank you. And
Okay.
bye. Have a great Saturday. Bye.